Imagine stumbling upon a single penny that could change your life forever. Yes, you heard that right. One small coin, hiding in plain sight, could be worth a fortune, up to $1 million. Sounds like a scene from a Hollywood movie, doesn't it? But what if I told you that it's real? And not just any penny, but the elusive 1971 Lincoln penny with its iconic mint mark. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this coin so valuable and how you might have one hiding in your change jar right now. Now, before you brush this off as a long shot, let me ask you, when was the last time you checked your spare change? Because that's exactly where these treasures are often found. Don't believe me? Think about this. Some people literally retired early by discovering one rare coin. Let's dive in and see how this could be your reality. First, let's talk about what makes the 1971 penny special. The S mint mark indicates it was struck at the San Francisco Mint, a facility known for producing some of the highest quality coins. But here's the twist: not all 1971 pennies are created equal. Some were struck with an incredibly sharp design and near-perfect precision, known as proof coins. Others have rare minting errors, like a double die or off-center strike, that dramatically increase their value. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine finding a coin with a slight doubling on the word Liberty or In God We Trust. To the untrained eye, it might look like a factory defect, but to a seasoned collector, that's a jackpot. These errors, combined with the coin's historical significance, make the 1971 penny one of the most sought after in the numismatic world. Now, I know what you're thinking: how much is it actually worth? Well, here's where it gets exciting. A standard 1971 penny in pristine condition can fetch hundreds of dollars. But proof coins and rare error variants? Those have been known to sell for tens of thousands, and in some extraordinary cases, even close to $1 million. And here's the kicker: you don't have to be a seasoned coin expert to identify these treasures. With a little guidance, anyone can spot the telltale signs. In a minute, I'll share exactly how you can do that, but first, let's address something crucial. Why does this matter to you? Think about the economy today. Prices are rising, retirement feels like a moving target, and financial security seems out of reach for many. Now imagine flipping that script. Imagine paying off debts, traveling the world, or securing your family's future, all because you took the time to check your spare change. Doesn't that sound worth it? Here's what you need to do. First, grab a magnifying glass and start examining any 1971 pennies you have. Look for sharp details, proof-like finishes, or any unusual characteristics like doubling. Next, research online or consult with a reputable coin dealer to confirm its authenticity. Finally, if you hit the jackpot, take action. List your coin on auction sites, or better yet, connect with a professional numismatist who can guide you through the selling process. Now, here's a thought to leave you with. What if your next grocery store visit isn't just about buying necessities but also about finding hidden treasures? What if your next coin could rewrite your story? Stay tuned for our next video, where I'll reveal another penny that could be worth even more. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Until then, start digging, because every penny could hold $1 million secret. The camera pans over a pile of old pennies, zooming in dramatically on a shiny 1973 Lincoln penny. A narrator's voice begins, calm but commanding. What if I told you that a single penny from 1973 could be worth a life-changing fortune? Yes, you heard that right. 1 cent, potentially worth over $1 million. Intrigued? You should be. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this penny so valuable and whether you might have one sitting unnoticed in a jar, drawer, or even your wallet. 1973 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny, worth up to millions. In 1973, millions of Lincoln pennies were minted across the United States. Most of these came from Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. But here's where it gets interesting. Coins minted in Philadelphia typically don't have a mint mark, and that's perfectly normal. Yet, under the right circumstances, a 1973 penny without a mint mark can fetch mind-blowing prices at auction. Why? It's all about rarity, condition, and a little something we call human error. Quick question, when was the last time you actually looked at a penny? I mean really looked at it. Be honest. The camera shifts to a close-up of fingers flipping through a handful of pennies. The narrator's voice resumes with a mix of excitement and authority. For most people, pennies are pocket clutter, often ignored or tossed into a jar. But here's the thing, that dusty jar in your cupboard could be hiding a treasure worth millions. Imagine discovering that your seemingly ordinary penny is actually a rare, valuable gem. The excitement is real, but it gets better. Now let's get into the specifics. A 1973 penny's value depends on three main factors: condition, rarity, and demand. First, condition. The grading system used for coins determines their value. An uncirculated, mint condition 1973 penny can fetch higher prices because of its pristine state. But even circulated ones with minimal wear could still be worth hundreds or thousands. Second, rarity. Coins with unique errors, such as misstrikes or double dies, are considered rare and highly collectible. While a standard 1973 penny from Philadelphia without a mint mark isn't necessarily rare, a variant with a unique flaw could send collectors into a bidding frenzy. And finally, demand. In today's market, coin collectors are on the hunt for pieces like this. Auctions for rare pennies have been known to escalate into the hundreds of thousands, even millions. This is where things get exciting. By the way, who's in charge of naming these grades? Very fine and extremely fine sounds like we're describing wine, not pennies. Paying off debts, upgrading your home, or even retiring early, all because of a single coin you may already own. But here's the catch, time is of the essence. The value of coins like this can fluctuate based on demand, and there's no guarantee that these sky-high prices will last forever. That's why it's crucial to check your coins now, not later. But wait. Before you dive into your coin stash, there's one key thing you need to know. A mistake here could cost you thousands, even millions. I'll explain exactly what that is in just a moment. So how do you know if your penny is worth millions? First, look for the year 1973. Next, check the mint mark. If there's no mint mark, you're one step closer to a potential jackpot. But, and this is crucial, don't clean the coin or try to alter it in any way. Cleaning can destroy its value. Instead, take it to a professional coin dealer or grader for an expert assessment. The opportunity is right in front of you. That jar of pennies you've been ignoring. It could hold the key to your financial freedom. Don't let this chance slip away. Take a moment today, right now, to check your coins. Who knows? You could be holding on to $1 million treasure. Remember, every great discovery starts with curiosity and action. Your journey to wealth could begin with something as small as a penny. So what are you waiting for? Start searching, and who knows, you might just uncover the find of a lifetime. Fade out with uplifting music and a final shot of the shiny 1973 penny. Did you know that a single penny in your collection could be worth millions of dollars? Yes, you heard that right. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1976 D. Lincoln penny, a coin that's making waves in the numismatic world. By the end of this video, you'll know how to spot one, why it's so valuable, and how you can potentially turn it into life-changing wealth. But stick around, because the most important detail, the one that could make or break your fortune, is coming up later in the video. Let's set the stage. Picture this, it's 1976, the United States is celebrating its bicentennial. The country is buzzing with patriotic energy, and the Denver Mint is quietly producing billions of coins, including the Lincoln penny. For most people, it's just pocket change. But for a select few, this penny would become a golden ticket, $1 million mystery waiting to be unraveled decades later. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a penny, how could it be worth millions? Great question. The answer lies in the coin's unique characteristics and errors. Some 1976 pennies were struck with rare minting mistakes or made with unusual materials, making them highly sought after by collectors. These anomalies are like fingerprints, each one tells a story, and some stories are worth a fortune. So, how do you know if you have one of these rare gems hiding in your drawer? Before we get to that, let me hit you with a quick trivia question. Did you know that pennies actually cost more to produce than they're worth? Crazy, right? It's like paying $10 for a $5 coffee. But back to the point, the irony is, some of these pennies are now worth more than houses. Let's keep that thought simmering as we dive deeper. Act 2 is where the real excitement begins. Here's what you're looking for: the 1976 Lincoln penny with a distinctive mint mark and possible errors. These errors could include double dies, off-center strikes, or even rare alloy compositions. For example, if your penny has doubling on the date or Lincoln's portrait, you've hit the jackpot. And the D mint mark? That's your first clue. It signifies the coin was minted in Denver, a hotspot for rare errors during that year. But it's not just about errors. The coin's condition matters immensely. A penny in pristine, uncirculated condition can fetch dramatically higher prices than one that's been rattling around in a jar for decades. So, dust off those coin holders and start inspecting, and here comes the cliffhanger. One recently discovered 1976 penny, featuring a rare minting error, sold for over $1 million at auction. Imagine that, a penny, something most of us toss aside without a second thought, transforming into a life-changing windfall. Could your penny be the next to make headlines? Now, let's talk about how you can cash in on this opportunity. The first step is verification. You'll need to have your penny professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. This step is crucial because it determines the coin's authenticity and condition, which directly impacts its value. Think of it as getting your house appraised before putting it on the market, except this house fits in your pocket. Next, you'll want to find the right marketplace to sell. High-value coins like these often perform best at auctions, where competitive bidding can drive up the price. But be cautious. The world of rare coins is filled with scams and opportunists. Partnering with a trusted auction house or dealer is essential to ensure you're getting the true value of your treasure. Before we wrap up, let me leave you with this thought: every penny has a story, but not every story is worth millions. The 1976 Lincoln penny is proof that treasures can hide in plain sight, waiting for the right person to uncover them. So, go ahead and check your collection. You never know, you might just hold the key to financial freedom in your hands. But remember, time is of the essence. The market for rare coins can be volatile, and opportunities like this don't last forever. Don't let hesitation rob you of your chance to change your life. What would you do with $1 million penny? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more tips on unlocking the hidden value in your coin collection. Thanks for watching, and here's to discovering your next big treasure. Have you ever looked at a penny and thought, could this tiny coin be worth a fortune? Imagine holding a small piece of history in your hand, a coin that could completely change your life. Today, we're diving into the mysterious and fascinating story of the 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a coin that's shaking up the market and, yes, could be worth up to $1 million. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and how to turn pocket change into a potential windfall. In 1991, millions of pennies were minted, but something unusual happened. Typically, coins have a mint mark indicating where they were produced: Denver, Philadelphia, or San Francisco. But some 1991 Lincoln pennies lack this crucial mark. At first glance, this might seem like a simple oversight, but in the world of numismatics, it's a big deal. Here's why it matters. Coins without a mint mark are often the result of errors or limited production runs, making them incredibly rare. And rarity is the golden ticket in the coin collecting world. But there's more to the story. Could this be a deliberate decision? Or a mistake that slipped through the cracks? Keep watching, because the answer might surprise you. Pattern interrupt. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you checked your piggy bank? Seriously, go grab it after this video. You might just be sitting on a small fortune. Now, let's talk money. How much is this coin actually worth? In pristine, uncirculated condition, a 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln penny has been known to fetch jaw-dropping amounts at auctions. Recently, one sold for tens of thousands of dollars. And as demand continues to grow, experts believe that the right coin could even cross the $1 million mark. Here's where the excitement comes in. The value of these pennies isn't just about the rarity. It's about the stories they carry, the collectors eager to own a piece of history, and the fierce competition driving prices sky high. And don't think for a second that only professional collectors can cash in. Everyday people like you are discovering these hidden treasures and changing their lives overnight. But how can you tell if your penny is the real deal? And what specific features should you look for to ensure it's worth top dollar? Don't go anywhere, because in just a moment, I'll reveal the secrets that separate a $1 million penny from an ordinary one. Alright, let's get practical. To identify a 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, start by examining the coin under good lighting. Look for a clean surface with no visible mint mark below the year. If you're unsure, consider using a magnifying glass or a coin microscope for a closer look. And remember, condition is everything. Coins with no scratches, discoloration, or wear are far more valuable. Next, check with a professional coin grading service. These experts can authenticate your penny and give it an official grade, which significantly impacts its market value. It might cost a little upfront, but trust me, the investment is worth it when you're talking about potentially life-changing sums of money. And what's the best way to sell your treasure? Auction houses, online marketplaces, and private collectors are all viable options. Each has its pros and cons, so choose the one that aligns with your goals. Urgency trigger. Here's the kicker. The market for rare coins is hotter than ever. Collectors are scrambling to find these gems, and prices are climbing every day. Don't wait too long, or you might miss your chance to cash in big. Imagine the possibilities. A single penny could be your ticket to a dream vacation, a new car, or even financial freedom. But it starts with you taking action. So, go ahead, check your change, search those old jars, and don't forget to share this video with someone who might be sitting on hidden treasure without even knowing it. Remember, opportunities like this don't come around every day. This is your moment. Are you ready to seize it? Are you holding on to a 2006 mint mark Lincoln penny? If you are, stop what you're doing. I'm about to reveal why that penny, that seemingly ordinary coin, could be your ticket to a life of wealth and freedom. Imagine holding something worth millions of dollars. Yes, you heard me right, millions. You might be thinking, no way. It's just a penny. But what if I told you that a single coin, no bigger than a dime, could change everything? Stick around, because I'm about to show you exactly how and why this penny could be your path to financial success. But you'll need to pay attention, because the clock is ticking, and this opportunity might just slip through your fingers. Let's talk about the 2006 mint mark Lincoln penny. At first glance, it may seem like just another penny, but there's something truly special about it. In fact, the 2006 is a coin that's flown under the radar for years, but not for long. What you might not know is that there are rare variations of this penny that are worth far more than you can imagine. But before you get too excited, let's rewind a bit. In the world of rare coins, it's the small details that matter. And trust me, one tiny detail could be worth more than a brand new sports car. Let's break it down. The 2006 mint mark Lincoln penny was produced by the Denver Mint, and it's part of a long line of pennies from the United States. On the surface, it looks like a typical penny, right? But here's the catch. There are a few of these pennies that were struck with errors that make them incredibly rare. And I'm not talking about just a few dollars, or even a few hundred. Some of these pennies could be worth tens of thousands of dollars, and in some cases, they've sold for over $1 million at auction. I know what you're thinking, how could something so small, so humble, possibly be worth that much? Well, here's where it gets interesting. You see, it's all about the error. One common error in the 2006 mint Mark Lincoln penny is the double die obverse. This occurs when the coin's design is struck more than once, causing the image to appear doubled. This is a rare mistake, and collectors are willing to pay big bucks for it. You could be holding a rare, double-struck penny in your hand right now, and not even know it, but before you get too excited, don't rush to sell just yet. You'll need to know exactly what to look for. What if I told you there's an even more valuable variation of the 2006 penny that could be worth even more? Keep watching, I'll reveal that in just a moment. Now, let's talk about how you can identify these high-value pennies. If you have a 2006 penny, you need to examine it carefully. Look closely at the Lincoln portrait. Is there any sign of doubling? If so, that's a good sign. But hold on, we're not finished yet. The second thing you need to look for is the die break error. A die break occurs when the die used to strike the coin wears out or cracks. This can leave a distinctive mark on the coin, kind of like a scar from a battle. These die breaks are rare, and coins with them can fetch prices upwards of $100,000 or more, depending on the severity and visibility of the error. Now, I can already hear you saying, but how can I know if I have one of these errors? You might be thinking about throwing it in a jar with the rest of your old pennies, but wait. What if this penny is the one that changes everything? What if this coin is your ticket to a new life? Don't make the mistake of thinking that it's just another penny. There are collectors out there who pay huge amounts of money for pennies with the right flaws, and once you know what to look for, you'll never look at your coins the same way again. Here's a quick question for you. Who knew a penny could be worth more than a vacation in the Bahamas? Oh, the irony. But I digress. Let's get back to the important stuff. So now that you know what to look for, the next question is, how do you sell this coin for top dollar? Trust me, you'll want to stick around for the final part of this video. The best way to sell your 2006 mint Mark Lincoln penny could be the difference between getting a few thousand or getting a life-changing sum. Don't go anywhere. Alright, we've covered the basics of identifying the rare 2006 Lincoln penny, but now comes the critical part, the selling. If you're holding a rare 2006 penny, you've got to know how to market it. Here's the thing, selling rare coins is an art. You don't just want to walk into any pawn shop and hope for the best. You need to find the right buyer, the right collector who understands the value of your coin and is willing to pay top dollar for it. Here's where it gets exciting. If you know the market, you can sell your coin through auctions, either online or at live events, where collectors from all over the world gather to buy and sell these rare treasures. And trust me, when you put your coin in front of the right people, the bids will skyrocket. But there's more. Once you understand how the rare coin market works, you could begin a whole new journey of finding, buying, and selling valuable pennies and other rare coins. It's a business, one that's proven to bring in millions for the right individuals. You've got the knowledge now. You know what to look for, you know how to sell, and you're on the path to creating a financial future that's beyond your wildest dreams. But remember, the window of opportunity is narrow. This market is always changing, and those rare pennies might not be available forever. So, don't wait. Take action today. Get your 2006 pennies checked out and start positioning yourself to make life-changing profits. If you're serious about making a fortune from your rare coins, it's time to act. Don't let this opportunity slip away. Look through your penny jar, your old coin collection, and see if you have one of these million-dollar gems. And if you find one, don't hesitate, sell it for the price it deserves. The path to wealth and success might be closer than you think. Grab your 2006 Lincoln penny, and let's make this journey together. You can do this. Keep looking. Keep searching. And remember, every penny has a story, and yours might just have the biggest payoff of all. A simple penny, a 2014 Lincoln penny, could be worth millions. Sounds unbelievable, right? But what if I told you that thousands of people just like you are discovering the untold value of coins you might already have in your pocket or jar of loose change? Stick around because in the next 10 minutes, you'll learn exactly what to look for, and how to cash in on that unexpected fortune. But, before we dive into the details, do you know that most people overlook this penny because of how common it seems? Let's find out if you could be one of the lucky few who stumbles upon a literal goldmine. You might be thinking, what's so special about a penny from 2014? Well, let me tell you, not all pennies are created equal. Most people think of pennies as being worth, well, just 1 cent. But what if I told you that certain pennies, like the 2014 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny, could be worth far more than you could ever imagine? Here's the thing, the value of this coin isn't just about its rarity, it's about a tiny but crucial detail. You see, the 2014 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny was produced in large numbers, but a few, just a handful, came out of the US Mint with a subtle, nearly imperceptible flaw. If you have one of these, you might be holding the key to a windfall. It's not easy to find, but that's exactly what makes it so valuable. These pennies were struck in Denver and, due to a minting error, they contain an imperfection that can make all the difference. But here's where it gets really interesting. The potential value skyrockets when you realize how many of these pennies are out there in circulation right now, waiting to be discovered. Think about it, how many pennies do you have lying around your house? Change in your car. If you've been ignoring them, thinking they're just junk, you might be missing out on something big. Seriously, could you be throwing away potential wealth every time you toss a penny into your drawer? Now, back to the coin's true value. This penny might look ordinary, but its worth isn't so obvious at first glance. It's the rarity and condition that really make it worth checking out. And let me tell you, when you find one, it's like discovering a hidden diamond in a sea of rocks. Okay, now you're probably asking, how do I know if I have one of these goldmine pennies? Great question, and this is where things start to get exciting. The most important factor in determining whether you've struck coin collector's gold is the quality of the minting. Remember, the 2014 D Lincoln penny is not rare in numbers. What makes it valuable is the condition and those subtle flaws. First, make sure it's from the 2014 series. The D Mint mark should be visible. Check the back of the coin and find the D right next to the Lincoln Memorial. Second, check the condition. A penny that's still in great shape is worth exponentially more than a worn one. A flawless or nearly flawless penny could potentially fetch a high price at auction or with the right buyer. Third, make sure the die error is present. It might sound complex, but don't worry. There are subtle, often unnoticed imperfections that collectors pay big money for. These could be a shifted die, doubling, or small cracks in the coin's design. If you're unsure about what to look for, it's always best to have it professionally evaluated. This brings me to a critical point: timing is everything. The longer you wait, the harder it may be to sell your rare coin for top dollar. Coin values can fluctuate with demand, so you need to act fast if you think you found something valuable. But here's the thing, even if you don't have one of these error coins, there's still hope for your 2014 D penny to be worth something. Stay with me, because in a moment, I'll reveal a shocking twist that could change everything for you and your collection. Alright, let's assume you found that elusive 2014 D Lincoln penny with the flaw. Now what? Well, here's where it gets real. If you want to turn that penny into a life-changing amount of cash, you need to know where to sell it and how to get top dollar. Many people think that coins are only worth a small amount. What they don't realize is that there are specialized auction houses, coin dealers, and collectors out there who will pay premium prices for the right coins. These buyers aren't just interested in the face value, they're searching for the hidden treasures that can change their fortunes. Here's the trick, it's not just about selling the penny to the first buyer. You need to get your coin evaluated by experts, and if it's truly rare, it might go for more than you can imagine. There's no shortage of collectors who are on the hunt for a coin like yours, but, and this is important, you need to act fast, because as the years go by, the supply of these rare pennies decreases. Once they're gone, they're gone. So, don't wait too long, or you might miss your chance at selling for a premium price. You know, I've seen people throw away bags of change, thinking it's all junk. One guy even told me, I've got more pennies than I know what to do with, but nothing special. Well, imagine his face when he finds out he just threw away a coin worth thousands. Let's just say, don't be that guy. Now, I know you're probably asking, how much could a single 2014 D penny really be worth? Well, the market's been unpredictable, but recent sales have reached astounding figures. Could your penny be worth one of them? And, just for you, we'll uncover exactly how much these pennies have sold for, so you'll know if you're holding a true treasure. Stay tuned until the end, because we're about to reveal how to get your hands on a professional appraisal for your coin, and more importantly, how to sell it to the right buyer for maximum profit. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Before we wrap up, let me remind you that you might be sitting on an untapped fortune, right now, in your possession. A 2014 D Lincoln penny, when in the right condition and with the right era, could be worth far more than you ever expected. The best part? It could all happen faster than you think. So, do yourself a favor, take a close look at those pennies you have. Because who knows? The next time you empty your pocket change jar, you might be holding $1 million coin. Don't let this opportunity slip through your fingers. What if I told you that a coin, one that's likely sitting in your pocket right now, could change your life forever? In today's video, we're diving deep into the 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a rare, valuable coin that could make you a millionaire. This coin is rare, valuable, and highly sought after, but most people have no idea what they're looking at. Don't let that be you. You'll want to watch this entire video, because by the end, you'll know exactly how to spot this treasure, and what to do next. Let's start from the beginning. It's 2016. You're at the store, getting your daily coffee, or maybe paying for some groceries. You reach into your pocket and you find a penny, a regular, ordinary penny. It seems like nothing, right? It's just 1 cent. But what if I told you that this seemingly insignificant penny could be worth millions? You're probably thinking, how could a penny be worth that much? Well, here's where things get interesting. That penny is from 2016, and it has no mint mark. That's right, no mint mark. Most people don't even notice this. They toss it into their change jar, unaware that they may be holding a small fortune. But here's the kicker. The 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny was released by the U.S. Mint as part of a special series, but due to an error, the mint mark was accidentally left off the coin. This tiny oversight has made the 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny one of the rarest and most valuable pennies in the world today. Now, take a second to imagine this. What if you found one in your wallet right now? What would that do for your future? Pause for dramatic effect, but here's the truth. This is a rare opportunity. The 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny isn't just sitting around on every street corner. It's not just in every penny jar you see. In fact, fewer than 50 of these coins are in circulation, making it one of the hardest to find coins of modern times. Can you even imagine the value of one of these in pristine condition? Here's the catch. If you're thinking, I'm not sure if I have one of these coins, then you've already missed out on a chance to be a part of this exclusive club. Finding one of these pennies requires sharp eyes, and that's why we're going to help you identify the coin and learn how to check your pennies with precision. Notice how the mint mark is usually right beneath the date. That's where it's supposed to be. But on this rare penny, it's absent. Don't mistake this for an ordinary penny. If you're seeing a coin from 2016 with no mint mark, you're likely holding something special. Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, but what's it worth? I mean, it's just a penny. Voiceover pauses for effect. The current market value of a 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is skyrocketing. In pristine, uncirculated condition, it could be worth anywhere from several hundred to several $1,000s. But, here's where the real kicker comes in. If you have a specimen in near-perfect condition, it could sell for up to $1 million. Yes, you heard me right, $1 million for a penny. But here's the thing. The clock is ticking. The coin market is hot, and prices are climbing. If you find one of these coins, the time to act is now. The longer you wait, the more you risk missing out on a fortune. Don't let your hesitation be the reason you lose out on life-changing money. It's not just about finding the coin, it's about taking the right steps to sell it. And that's where your journey gets even more exciting. How do you know the exact value of your penny? Where do you find buyers willing to pay top dollar? And, most importantly, how can you make sure you're getting the best deal possible? Suddenly, cut to a shot of a smiling seller shaking hands with a buyer. Here's your cliffhanger. In the next video, I'm going to show you exactly how to evaluate the value of your 2016 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny and where to find the buyers who will pay you top dollar for it. Trust me, you don't want to miss this insider knowledge, but for now, go check your coins. Get those pennies out of your drawers, your car, or your purse. You could have the key to your financial future sitting there right under your nose. Are you ready to turn that penny into millions? Time is ticking, and it could be your last chance to find a coin worth a fortune. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more insider tips on rare coins and how you can start making money from your collection. And remember, the best time to act is right now. Will you be one of the lucky few who turns a simple penny into millions? It's up to you. Keep watching, because the next chapter of your rare coin journey is just around the corner.